Hello. These are just a few words to start us off in this first week. Let me introduce myself. My name's Rob Welch. I'll be your instructor for this course. And as you can probably tell, I am not the most comfortable vlogger in the world. Despite that, every week I'll provide a little commentary in this format so that, to hopefully set us in the right direction. At least, that's the, that's the idea. This first time around, I just want to touch on a few practical things about the shape of the class. Every Friday before a module begins, I'll post a to-do list for what's coming, and it'll just reiterate, what's laid out in the module, what you should be reading, what you should be working on, what you should be thinking about, and just for your convenience, set up again for you to look at. When the module comes around during the week, I'll post two or three announcements that have additional materials in them. They may be short literary readings, they might be critical readings, they might be links to other media to look at, and they're really just to shape how we think about what we're doing with that module's topic. This week, what I'm doing is we're looking at the topic of where did realism come from? If you look at our module overview, it sort of gives the impression that after the Civil War, William Dean Howells came out of the wilderness of Ohio as the great prophet of realism, and that thus the genre was born. And that's not that's an okay way to talk about it to say novice students who just want to get the gist and get into studying it. But we're academic scholars and we don't settle for things like that. So really, I just have some materials coming up to look at to get us thinking about how realism actually developed, where it came from, and I'm gonna. This is a spoiler. We don't know. It's a debated topic where realism came from. So it's an excellent place for us to start thinking about what we're going to be studying. And, take a look at those. Now, a great deal of what we're going to be doing in class is built around discussions. And there's a reason for that. If this was a face-to-face traditional graduate class, we'd meet for about 3 hours a week normally, and of those 3 hours, we'd probably spend 2.5 of them sitting in a circle and talking to each other about our interpretations of what we see going on in our readings, and that would be the major place that we would be learning in class by sharing with each other. So these discussions are legitimately, the written discussions that we do, take the place of that. And you should think of it as the central point for exploration and learning on our subject. It's the place for you to teach and influence others on your perspective, and it's the place for you to comprehend, assess, and incorporate what others think about our topic. So I'll be investing a lot of time in the discussions, and I trust that you will too for your benefit. It happens that we're starting this class with a bit of a snafu so far as materials go. It was pointed out to me by a student that on the very first page of our first module, there is a broken link. There are 3 links on there that deal with, that are supposed to go to videos to talk about how MLA citation works. And the second one of them didn't go to the right video. So I reported that as a technical problem to our support team, And afterwards, when I was reviewing it again, needless to say, I do know MLA, so I wasn't paying close attention to what the videos were. But then I noticed that the videos were actually from 2015, which predates the most recent update of MLA. So I went back and reported the issue again as a content issue to our support team. As of now, that has not been resolved. However, it is not a big deal breaker for us. On that same page, there is a link to the OWL at Purdue and their overview of MLA standards. It is reliable, it is up to date. My advice, simply go with the OWL resource. And I think that's about it for this week. I look forward to getting to know everybody and to learning with you. And if you need to contact me, probably the easiest thing to do is to set up a call with me. My phone is on the My Instructor, announcement. And just give me a text. We'll set up a time and we'll chat if you need to talk to me or if you want to talk to me. Otherwise, feel free and email. I check my email many times a day. I will respond. If you think that the question that you're answering has an answer that is applicable to the benefit of everyone else, you're welcome to post in the general questions forum and our discussions. And I will reply there so that everyone can benefit. So that's about it for now. You'll see me again next week, happily. And if you need me, contact me. Otherwise, till then.